Is this actually the hairstylist from hell, or has this influencer just reached an all new low? You guys, there is so much drama going on in the hair talk community, so let's go ahead and dive in and find out what's going on. So this influencer, her name is Mackenzie Marie. She recently uploaded a video where she detailed and vlogged what she claimed to be was the worst hair experience of her life. She claims that her hairstylist actually destroyed her hair, and so this has caused a huge drama because many people are saying that this influencer, Mackenzie Marie, is making the whole thing up for views, for clout, and she has just reached an all new low. Now, I'm going to dive into the TikTok so you guys can find out what people are saying, because a lot of people are chiming in and they are really upset because, you know, this isn't just a influencer giving sort of a bad review of a hairstylist. This hairstylist was actually her friend for many years, and this influencer has always been doing crazy things with her hair, and many people are just saying she's making the whole thing up, again, just for views. They are saying she's reached an all new low in her quest to try to promote herself online. Mackenzie Marie actually filmed this video for her YouTube channel where she was going to take you along on her journey to dye her hair teal. Now, she did have very dark hair. She did have virgin hair. It was very dark, but she had always been on YouTube doing crazy things with her hair, doing all kinds of challenges. And another thing she would do was that she would go to different makeup artists or the worst nail salon or the worst rated makeup artists. She would do those kind of videos. So this video that she put out recently claiming she got the worst hair experience ever, the worst hairstylist experience, that video actually that she did upload to YouTube is called Professional Hairdresser Destroyed My Hair. She's got 80,000 views on it. She did upload it 3 weeks ago. This video is all kind of in alignment with her content that she usually does, where dramatic things happen, again, getting the worst nails, the worst makeup. So the thing about this video that she uploaded, she shares how she apparently got the worst hair dye ever. Her hair broke off, chemical burns, all kinds of horrible things are happening. But apparently the hairdresser in the video is actually someone that she's been friends with, that she's been going to get her hair done from for at least 3 years. And apparently they had agreed beforehand, her and the stylist agreed beforehand that this was going to be satire and that it was going to be a joke. So the hairstylist thought it was a joke while she was filming the video. She thought it was just going to be just, you know, what not to do type of thing. But then apparently once Mackenzie uploaded the video, they saw what was really happening. What people are saying is that Mackenzie just threw the stylist under the bus and claimed it wasn't satire. It was all just, you know, oh my God, what was me? What happened to me? I had no idea. But apparently she was in on it. They were both, you know, she had told her, again, her stylist, let's do this for fun and jokes, because there's different things that go on in the video where, for example, the stylist isn't wearing gloves. The stylist was painting her nails between, you know, while she was waiting for the color to develop. So that was a part of the satire. But again, once Mackenzie uploaded the video, though, there was no satire. It was just pure drama. It was, oh, this really did happen, and she's the worst ever. So now there are screenshots of DMs and text messages and all kinds of things that other TikTokers have uncovered. So let's dive into those TikToks so we can try to find out exactly who's in the wrong. Is Mackenzie really telling the truth that this is the worst hairstylist ever? Or is Mackenzie just doing this for clout, like many people say? I don't know, guys, but let's dive into the TikToks to find out what other TikTokers have uncovered.
We need to figure out who is lying in this scenario because someone can easily lose their job. This creator, Mackenzie, who you might know from her YouTube videos, recently released this video down here that says, Professional Hairdresser Destroyed My Hair. As you guys can see, a lot of her videos give this like shock value effect, like getting my nails done at a fake 5-star salon. She recently released this video saying that her hairstylist, who she had for a few years, destroyed her hair was breaking off, showed the application process, even had a clip of the hairstylist painting her nails. I'm no hairstylist, but this does look very messy to me. In this video, there are also clips of the hairstylist applying bleach with no gloves, or spraying the back of a chair with water. It was like a very over dramatic video. At the end, she said that her hair was patchy and it wasn't blending very well. That's like the least of our worries. Because the hairstylist ended up getting on here and saying that this video was meant to just be a joke. She could get a lot of views, and then I don't know what their entire plan was, but maybe she thought like her actual face wouldn't be filmed. And then Mackenzie can make this video saying, oh, my hair has been destroyed by this person, or just like, look how unprofessional she is. Like, you know, those those videos that were so popular in like 2015 where people would go to like the lowest rated makeup artists, which would obviously get her a lot of views. In her video, she's like, I never would apply bleach without my gloves, would never apply nail polish while doing someone's hair. Like, she's like, it was all meant to just be satire and for views. But I don't know if hairstylists could get in any legal trouble, like if there's anything that's considered unsanitary and that could be reported. In the news update, Mackenzie said that this was not meant to be satire. I'm all confused as to who is lying. I wonder if more text receipts will be released because Mackenzie released these where it doesn't sound like it is going to be a satire piece, but maybe this is something they decided when she got there. All in all, guys, if you're ever going to do this, which don't lie, if you are, at least have a contract written out so that you can show proof if this should ever go wrong and they use it against you. Let me know your guys' thoughts and who do you think is lying?
Wow, guys. So Mackenzie has, I guess, text messages where she shows that it wasn't satire. So the hairstylist is saying it was satire, but Mackenzie's saying no, it absolutely was not. This really did happen. So the stylist has shared her side of the story. So let's go ahead and check it out. She did share her story in two parts. She first shared the initial story, then she did an update. So I'm going to show you guys those TikToks now.
Story time of letting your client film the worst hairstylist ever video of you and agreeing that it was going to be satire, and then she decides to post it as like the real thing. She posts videos like this all the time. She posts videos saying worst rated nail salon, worst rated hair salon, and I was down for it. I love making funny videos. I started painting my nails in the hair salon. I purposely took off my gloves for this video and let her film me bleaching her hair without gloves on. I also wet the back of the salon chair purposely so it looked like I drenched her back. I did all this stuff for the video just for fun. Also mentioned I've done this girl's hair for 2 years and we've had a great relationship. She's never complained or asked me to redo her hair. She's always paid and tipped me, and we finally decided to do something different with her hair. Instead of the chunky highlight turquoise, we did a full bleach out turquoise. And if you're a hairstylist watching this, you know how big of a difference that's gonna be. And I explained to her the whole process. I explained that I wasn't gonna be taking fine sections of the back of her hair and that I wanted to take thicker sections and let it light and open air so that it wouldn't process as quickly. Therefore, I could leave it on her hair for longer and her hair wouldn't over process. Because at the end of the day, her hair health was always number one to me. I refused to do a full bleach on her for 2 years because her hair couldn't handle it. I wanted her hair to get to a healthier place and she kept asking, and I finally felt like her hair could handle it. Finally did it, and I explained it was a process. I also explained after doing her hair that there are certain areas that didn't lift as well that we'd retouch next time I did her roots. She brought in the blue each time, and I also told her that I was happy to redo the blue because she brought in the wrong blue this time, and I had to mix up a blue and a yellow to make the turquoise, and it didn't take as well. She acted very happy when she left. She never told me she was dissatisfied. I texted her after the video was posted on YouTube and I asked, why would you do that to me after 2 years of our relationship? You didn't have the decency to let me know you were unhappy. No response from her. Radio silence. I'll be honest, I haven't watched the YouTube video. I watched the very beginning and I skipped to the very end to know that it wasn't satire. And I chose not to watch it because I don't want to bully myself and I don't want to be consumed by things on social media when I know my integrity as a hairstylist. I know it was supposed to be a joke. But because so many people are sending me these videos and because now it's posted to TikTok, I decided I wanted to address it. But like I said, a lot of those clips that she's using in this video are literally meant for satire that I did intentionally as a joke. And the fact that she's using that and then saying I really am the worst hairstylist is crazy. I also mentioned to her that we could do a collab video for this video because we're doing the satire thing and I have a lot of followers that have followed me from my story time of my worst experience as a hairstylist with my split dye video. And she's like, why do you think that went so viral? Her eyes kind of lit up when I told her I got 55 million views on that video. And I literally just feel like she just wanted to, it's like a cash grab for her. Like she's just trying to like almost like recreate her own viral video where she's trying to And it doesn't really matter if she takes me down with her. She also told me she's moving to Texas, so she no longer needs me to do her hair anymore. She doesn't need me to do her hair anymore, so I guess she doesn't need our relationship anymore, so she's gonna take what she can get from it and just post this video. But yeah, I haven't even watched both of the videos in full. I don't need to say what actually happened. I just know that those few clips are in it, so once again, I did not want to make this video. I didn't want to give it any attention, but now that it's posted to TikTok and more people are sending it to me, I just thought it was a good idea to make this video to explain what actually happened. But if you were a hairstylist, sent me a nice message after she posted this, I just want to say thank you, because that meant so much to me and I thought that was really sweet. We have to stick together as hairstylists. And it's just disappointing when social media takes the best of people's characters, because I honestly saw this client as a close friend and someone I trusted and have told close secrets to, and felt very safe and comfortable with. That's why I trusted her to make this video, worst hairstylist ever video. So yeah, it's just very disappointing and surprising. Hey guys, I didn't want to make another follow-up video, that's why I made the last video very long, but Mackenzie just made another video. But anyways, I just wanted to start by saying thank you so much for all the really kind messages. I was not expecting that. I was really scared to post the last video and give it any more attention, but you guys are so sweet, sending me support and just sticking together as hairstylists and clients and just being nice girls in my messages. I really, really appreciate it. So her last video that she just posted, I saw people are commenting on her TikToks before she disabled the comments, saying that she should post the unedited footage. And they've been posting that on mine too, but I don't have any footage from that day. She was the one filming, and we don't have cameras inside of our salon, only on the inside and outside of the salon, so I don't have anything to show. I'm not sure what the unedited clip that she posts proves at all. Honestly, I'm not sure what the point of her posting that was. In the clip that she posted, I'm asking what her plans are for the video that she's posting to YouTube. We're not discussing our collab TikTok video that was supposed to be satire, that was supposed to be posted on both of her pages. So the clip that she posted is pretty much useless. Like, she should be posting stuff that's explaining what our plans are for TikTok, because her YouTube was a complete separate plan. That's why I was asking her what her plans were for YouTube. I will say that none of this was premeditated or like really thought out in advance at all, at least on my end. It was all very last minute. I had her pre-booked, I think, for like at least 6 weeks or something like that, 2 months maybe. And for March 12th, and then she texted me March 11th, like in the evening, and asked if she could film the following day. And I was like, sure, you know, she's my last client of the day. I have the time. Her hair's healthy enough. It's at a good place. She's been asking for a while. I felt like it was just an appropriate time to do the full bleach or whatever the next day. So, and then she asked to film, and I said, sure. So when she came in and her boyfriend started filming everything, I started to feel uncomfortable, because maybe my intuition knew something wasn't right. I honestly don't think she planned to do this from the start, but I could be wrong. As they were filming things and like getting clips that like weren't like aesthetically pleasing, like things I would never film on my own of myself, because I was taking such thick sections of her hair, which I explained to her before we even did this process why I was going to take thick sections, because I wanted to get it on her hair quickly so it wasn't sitting on her hair for too much time, because I didn't want her hair to over process. I was very concerned about her hair. So I started to feel embarrassed as it was being filmed, and I made a joke saying like, oh my god, like the people are gonna like come for me in the comments because this looks crazy. And that's when we kind of decided we were gonna just go with it and run with it and have fun and make the satire video of worst hairstylist ever or whatever. And then I started to have fun with it and like purposely take off my gloves, paint my nails, and it was like fun filming this. But yeah, so we had discussed all that while she was in the chair. After we already started filming, it was like an afterthought. Then in the bowl, after she's done with her color, which is the clip she had posted, I'm asking, so what are your plans for YouTube? Since we had already discussed that the TikTok one was going to be a collab one, worst hairstyles ever. So now I'm asking in that video what her plans are for YouTube. They're going to be completely separate things. And then after I was done with her hair, as I'm blowing drying her, I point out that it's not perfect. We need to retouch this. We need to do this. I'm happy to redo your semi-permanent color when you come in for your trim on Tuesday the following week. And that's when she decided that, you know, what's better online than a satire video, the real thing. And she didn't like her hair. So it wasn't premeditated that she was probably going to do this. She just didn't like her hair afterwards. And then she was like, fuck it. Like, I already have all these clips. And it's going to look like she is the worst hairdresser because that's what we were pretending to be the whole time. So it's kind of the perfect storm for a very viral video. And it was very manipulative. And she had no right to use those clips that were meant for satire. She just wanted to make a video saying she hated her hair. That'd be a completely separate thing, and that would be upsetting in and of itself. But to use clips that were purposely made to be satire is crazy. Thank you guys for all the positive comments, though. And let's get back to just regular hair content soon. I'm totally over this.
Here's another TikToker and YouTuber, Emily Harper, and she weighs in on it. She is a stylist herself, so she's really upset about the situation because, you know, you'll see for yourself, but she's saying how it's so wrong to put this stylist on blast and pretty much ruin her life. And there you could see Mackenzie's hair. You know, it was green, but, you know, she wanted it teal, apparently, so like a lighter, more of a blue tone. But anyway, it's all in all, though, I'm saying it didn't, like, my hair actually fell out. We've seen people, you guys have seen people chemical burns. It didn't look to me like Mackenzie's was that bad. Like, it looked like they could probably fix it, you know, they keep working on it. But I don't know, guys, let me know what you think down below. But here's Emily's, what she has to say about it as a stylist.
Another client is trying to cancel their hairdresser, and I just think genuinely, if you are somebody who will throw anyone, whether that be your hairstylist, your friend, your sister, your brother, under the bus to gain some sort of social media traction, then you're the biggest loser ever. So I don't care what that girl's hair looked like. Her hairdresser had been doing her hair for 3 years. She said that they had a collaboration planned, and it was like a worst hairstylist joke collaboration. It was supposed to be satire. And then the client, the other girl, posted it as truth. So she came on and she told everybody that her hairdresser of like 3 years ruined her hair, botched her. She dragged her through the mud. And then the hairdresser said she was doing things like not wearing gloves, pulling bleach through with raw hands, painting her nails on camera because they had previously discussed this would be like a collaboration. And the client, who had been getting her hair done there for a long time, came online and said, no, we didn't have a collaboration. She just ruined my hair. But I believe the hairdresser. I don't know why in these scenarios, being on that side of the chair as a makeup artist, I just always kind of put my faith in the hairdressers because I've had crazy client experiences. And people do turn in front of you. Clients do weird shit. They don't see you really as a person in a lot of cases. And in this case, it seems like she saw her hairdresser as like a viral moment. And she rather, instead of have a good rapport and good relationship with this hairdresser going forward, and apparently she was moving too, so she didn't need her anymore, she rather throw her under the bus and get some views for it. If somebody has been working with you for that many years, even if something does go wrong, you don't treat them that way, period. And if something is seriously wrong, you should be able to go to them and like make it work, figure it out together. But this girl, she didn't reach out, she didn't communicate it. She took that footage and then blasted the girl online. And according to the hairstylist, that was a satire video and she was behaving poorly as a joke for the video. Now, that's a crazy thing to do with a client who goes online and makes these worst service ever videos. I mean, like, that's a bold choice, but I still would always err on the side of the hairstylist just because if you're a good person, You don't drag your hairdresser like that. I have a very personal relationship to all my hairdressers, and one of my hairdressers of about a couple, maybe 2 or 3 years, did fry my hair off and 30% of my hair burned. I had a mohawk, I had like a little bird piece, the whole crown was broken off. But do you think I ever would have gone online to blast this girl? No. You just need to not be back and just move on with your life. And I just can't respect this like cancel your hairdresser kind of movement that we've seen online a few times. It's just a bad look and it's a cheap shot. Leave your hairdressers alone. If you want a refund, you want to redo, contact them privately. If it can't be resolved, that's when you go online. If you need your money back and they blocked you, that's when you go online. You don't go online and attack somebody, especially like a small business owner, before they even have a chance to make that right with you. It is so bizarre, and it's just like an ugly personality trait.
Guys, I feel like she was 100% right there. I mean, I don't know though, but it just seems weird how Mackenzie, the YouTuber, she had been making these videos for years about worst hairdresser, worst nail person, worst, and then all of a sudden your regular stylist who's your friend becomes the worst hairstylist ever. It's like, that's kind of weird, right? And how she mentioned Emily that she didn't need this stylist anymore because Mackenzie's moving away, so she was planning not to even ever see that stylist again. So like she said, she didn't need her services anymore. So that is weird. That's like too much of a weird coincidence. What do you guys think though? Who do you guys believe? You know, maybe more will come out about it. Maybe the stylist has more evidence somewhere that she can come up with, or she'll find. You know, sometimes you find a text message on your phone or something that you didn't know was there, you know, something, because it seems really bad, you know, sad. I feel bad for her, you know, if it's going to ruin her career. Even if something did go wrong, like look at Emily's hair is so beautiful, but she said even her stylist, her hair fell out. So things can happen with chemicals, I guess, you know, things can go wrong, but I guess you have to try to fix them, especially when you're doing like these drastic changes to your hair, you know, probably anything could happen, but you know, you hope for the best, but you just never know what, you know, what's going to go down when you like dye your hair from black to teal. Is it blonde in the middle? She was going to bleach it. She was bleaching it and then going to dye it teal. I mean, anything could happen. She's lucky she had all that hair, if you ask me, because like I said, I've seen so many people totally bald after getting their hair bleached. But can we just talk about, I'm sorry, I was watching Emily's makeup and I said, oh my God, this girl is so gorgeous. I can't even take it. I would love to have that hair color. I would love to have that blonde hair like Emily. I think it's so gorgeous, but I'm too scared, guys, after like I said, my own hair fell out. So I'm not going to go down that route again. I'm too traumatized from, you know. So guys, let me know what you think down below. Do any of you guys actually even watch Mackenzie Marie here on YouTube? Because she does have a lot of very seemingly dramatic videos. She seems like she has a lot of followers. I don't know. She has a new record coming out. So that's another thing. People said she's just trying to promote her new record. This is all giving Michaela vibes. Did you guys see how Michaela is using Cody for views? Like a lot of these people will just use anybody and anything for views. They don't care who they throw under the bus. Michaela's making videos about her husband, you know, it being, you know, that he's in rehab, and she's putting it all over Some People magazine now, so anybody can say it, right? Like, I actually feel bad. I don't even know Cody. I don't even want to talk about his private, you know, things that is so horrible. I mean, that is just no joke, being in rehab. People that have addiction, you know, like they could really hurt them, you know, things could go, you have to be, you think you'd be trying to keep him, you know, everything private till he's 100% better, as much as better as he could be, you know, like give him a few years. I don't know. It just seemed like a lot of people said this is a new low for Michaela. Like people will do anything for views is what I'm saying. It's like Emily said, they'll throw anybody under the bus to get views. So what do you guys think though? Let me know your thoughts down below. And that's pretty much it.